Ladies and gentlemen, time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. The question is, are you using it or is it using you? You see, life doesn't just hand out success. It doesn't say, here, take a bright future free of charge. No, life says, here's 24 hours. Spend them wisely, because how you spend your days is how you build your future. Some people wait for the perfect moment, but let me tell you, waiting is a thief. It steals opportunity, it steals progress, and worst of all, it steals your dreams. But today, we take it back. Today, we reclaim our time, take control of our decisions, and shape the future we deserve. Time is the one resource that every human being is given in equal measure. Whether you are rich or poor, young or old, successful or struggling, you wake up each day with the same 24 hours. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't lies in how they choose to use that time. Some people invest it while others waste it. The key is to recognize that time, unlike money, cannot be saved or stored for later use. It is always moving, slipping away moment by moment. And once it's gone forever. Understanding this simple truth is the first step to making better choices with the hours we are given. People often say they don't have enough time, but the reality is they haven't learned how to use it effectively. The truth is you don't need more time, you need better time management. Consider the most successful individuals in history. They didn't have extra hours in their day. They simply prioritized what mattered. They understood that every second spent on distractions, procrastination, or meaningless activities was a second stolen from their future success. The problem isn't the lack of time, it's how we allocate the time we already have. Many people fall into the habit of treating time casually. They spend hours scrolling through social media, watching television, or engaging in conversations that add no real value to their lives. They make excuses saying they will start working on their dreams tomorrow or someday. But the harsh reality is that someday is not a day on the calendar. Waiting for the perfect time to take action is a dangerous illusion because time never pauses for anyone. If you don't take control of your time, it will be controlled by someone or something else. Think about the way people treat money. Most individuals wouldn't carelessly throw $100 bills into the wind, yet they do the equivalent with their time every single day. They waste it on unproductive activities, thinking they have plenty to spare. But unlike money, which can be earned back, time is a non-renewable resource. Once an hour is gone, it's gone for good. This is why some of the wealthiest and most successful individuals guard their time fiercely. They understand its value, and they structure their lives in a way that allows them to make the most of every moment. If you want to reclaim your time, the first step is to become aware of where it's going. Most people don't track their time, and as a result, they have no idea how much of it is being wasted. A simple yet powerful exercise is to write down everything you do for an entire day. Track every hour and be brutally honest about how much of your time is spent on productive tasks versus distractions. You might be shocked to see how much of your day is lost to unnecessary activities, but awareness is the first step to change. Once you see the patterns, you can start making conscious decisions to spend your time differently. Another major factor that separates highly productive individuals from those who struggle is the ability to say no. Time is valuable, and if you don't protect it, people will take it from you. There will always be invitations, obligations, and distractions that demand your attention. But just because something is urgent doesn't mean it's important. Learning to say no to things that don't align with your goals is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that truly matters. Successful people understand that their time is limited, so they choose to invest it in activities that bring them closer to their vision. One of the biggest myths about time management is the idea that being busy is the same as being productive. Many people fill their schedules with endless tasks, meetings, and obligations, thinking that staying busy means they are making progress. But there is a huge difference between movement and achievement. Being busy does not mean you are being effective. The real question is not how much you are doing, but whether what you are doing is moving you closer to your goals. Highly successful people focus on results, not just effort. Identify their most important tasks and prioritize them above everything else. Distractions are one of the biggest threats to productivity. We live in an age of constant interruptions, emails, notifications, social media, and endless entertainment options. Every time you allow yourself to be distracted, you are giving away your most valuable resource. Studies show that even a small interruption can take several minutes to recover from, meaning that frequent distractions can rob you of hours of deep, focused work. This is why successful individuals create systems to protect their time. They set specific periods for deep work, eliminate unnecessary notifications, and create environments that support focus and productivity. A powerful mindset shift is to start viewing time as an investment rather than an expense. Every moment you spend is either contributing to your growth and success or taking you further from it. The people who achieve the greatest results in life are those who treat their time as a precious asset. They plan their days with intention, set clear priorities, and eliminate anything that does not serve their goals. They don't wait for motivation or inspiration. They create routines and habits that ensure progress happens consistently, regardless of how they feel in the moment. Taking ownership of your schedule is one of the most powerful things you can do to regain control over your life. Too many people live their days reacting to what comes at them instead of proactively deciding how they will use their time. They wake up, check their phones, respond to messages, and get pulled into the demands of others before they even have a chance to set their own priorities. Instead of designing their day with intention, they let outside forces dictate their schedule, leaving them feeling overwhelmed, unproductive, and stuck in a cycle of busyness without progress. When you don't take ownership of your schedule, you give away control to everyone and everything around you. Emails, social media, phone calls, and random distractions dictate how you spend your time. Before you know it, the day has passed, and you haven't made any real progress toward your goals. This reactive way of living keeps people in a state of frustration because they never seem to have enough time for the things that truly matter. They constantly feel like they are playing catch-up, trying to squeeze in their personal ambitions between the obligations that others place on them. But the truth is, no one is going to hand you the time you need to work on your dreams. You have to claim it. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with time management is that they fail to plan ahead. If you wake up each day without a clear plan, you are already behind. The most successful individuals don't leave their schedules up to chance. They start with a clear vision of what they want to accomplish, then structure their days around the actions that will bring them closer to their goals. They don't just hope to find time for important tasks, they block out specific periods to focus on them. They treat their schedule like a blueprint for success, ensuring that each day is intentionally designed to move them forward. One of the most effective ways to take ownership of your schedule is to start each day with a plan. Instead of waking up and letting the world decide how your time will be spent, take a few minutes each morning, or better yet, the night before, to map out your day. Identify the key tasks that need to be accomplished and assign specific time blocks for each one. Prioritize your most important work during the hours when you have the most energy and focus. Avoid the common mistake of filling your day with minor, low-value tasks just to feel busy. Instead, focus on the activities that will create real progress and results. Another powerful strategy for reclaiming control of your schedule is setting boundaries. Many people struggle with time management because they allow others to dictate their availability. They say yes to every request, respond to every message immediately, and let interruptions derail their focus. This creates a constant state of distraction and prevents deep, meaningful work from happening. To truly take ownership of your schedule, you must learn to protect your time. That means setting clear boundaries around when you are available, when you focus on your most important work, and when you allow yourself to rest and recharge. One of the most common excuses people make is that they don't have enough time to work on their goals. But in reality, the issue is not a lack of time, it's a lack of control. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, but the way those hours are used makes all the difference. The key is to eliminate the distractions and commitments that don't serve your bigger vision. If something is not contributing to your progress, it should not take up space in your schedule. This requires a level of discipline that many people resist because it means making tough choices about how time is spent. But those who are serious about achieving their goals understand that every commitment has an opportunity cost. Eliminating unnecessary meetings, limiting social media usage, and reducing time spent on non-essential activities can free up hours each week. Successful individuals take an honest look at where their time is going and make adjustments as needed. They create routines that allow them to operate efficiently and consistently. They develop the discipline to stick to their schedule even when distractions arise or when they don't feel like doing the work. Over time, these small choices add up, creating massive momentum toward their goals. A major mindset shift that can help in taking control of your schedule is viewing time as an investment rather than an expense. Every hour spent should be intentional and purposeful, either moving you forward or allowing you to recharge so you can be even more effective. When people treat their time with the same level of seriousness as they treat their money, they start making better decisions. They become more selective about where their attention goes and more protective of their most valuable resource. Taking ownership of your schedule is not just about productivity. It's about designing a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Eliminating distractions is one of the most powerful ways to regain control of your time and increase productivity. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, constantly pulling attention away from what truly matters, whether it's social media notifications, emails, unnecessary meetings, or even mindless conversations. Every interruption takes a toll on focus and efficiency. Many people underestimate the impact of distractions, believing that they can simply multitask their way through them. But the truth is, every time attention shifts from one task to another, productivity suffers and valuable time is lost. The ability to focus deeply on important work is what separates those who make real progress from those who simply stay busy. One of the biggest culprits of distraction is technology. While it has brought incredible advancements, it has also created an environment where constant interruptions are the norm. Many people start their day by immediately checking their phones, scrolling through social media, and responding to messages before even thinking about their most important tasks. This reactive habit sets the tone for the entire day, making it difficult to concentrate on meaningful work. Notifications, emails, and messages create a never-ending cycle of distraction, keeping people in a state of fragmented attention. Instead of working with focus and intention, they find themselves jumping from one task to another, never fully completing anything with excellence. Another major source of distraction is an unstructured environment. When there is no clear plan or system in place, it becomes easy to get sidetracked. Many people struggle to stay focused because their workspaces are filled with clutter, both physically and digitally. A cluttered environment often leads to a cluttered mind, making it harder to concentrate on important tasks. Organizing the workspace, creating a structured schedule, and setting up systems to minimize unnecessary interruptions can significantly improve focus and productivity. When everything has a place and a purpose, it becomes easier to eliminate distractions and direct energy toward meaningful work. Distractions are not just external, they also come from within. Internal distractions such as procrastination, self-doubt, and lack of clarity can be just as disruptive as external interruptions. Many people find themselves avoiding difficult tasks by engaging in busy work or indulging in activities that provide instant gratification. Instead of working on high-impact tasks, they check emails, browse the internet, or engage in conversations that do not contribute to progress. Over time, this pattern creates a cycle of inefficiency, where important work is constantly pushed aside in favor of easier, less meaningful activities. Recognizing and addressing these internal distractions is crucial for developing a mindset of focus and discipline. One of the most effective ways to eliminate distractions is to create a structured routine. When there is a clear plan for the day, it becomes easier to stay on track and avoid unnecessary interruptions. Highly successful individuals often follow strict routines that prioritize deep work and limit distractions. They schedule specific blocks of time for focused work, ensuring that their most important tasks receive undivided attention. This approach, often referred to as time blocking, helps create a sense of discipline and structure, making it easier to resist distractions and stay productive. Setting boundaries is another powerful strategy for minimizing distractions. Many people struggle to focus because they allow others to dictate their time and attention. Constant interruptions from colleagues, friends, and even family members can make it difficult to complete tasks efficiently. Learning to say no to unnecessary meetings, unimportant requests, and social obligations that do not align with priorities is essential. Protecting time by setting clear boundaries ensures that focus remains on what truly matters. Communicating these boundaries to others helps create an environment where distractions are minimized, allowing for deeper concentration and higher quality work. Another effective technique for eliminating distractions is practicing deep work. Deep work is the ability to focus intensely on a task without interruptions for an extended period. This level of concentration leads to higher productivity, better problem solving, and improved creativity. Developing the habit of deep work requires creating an environment that supports focus. This may involve turning off notifications, working in a quiet space, using tools like noise-canceling headphones, or setting specific times for checking emails and messages. By intentionally designing an environment that encourages deep work, distractions become less of a problem and productivity naturally increases. Managing energy levels is also a critical factor in reducing distractions. Many people experience lapses in focus because they are mentally and physically exhausted. Poor sleep, an unhealthy diet, and lack of exercise contribute to low energy levels, making it harder to resist distractions. Taking care of the body and mind through proper rest, nutrition, and movement helps improve concentration, and sustain focus for longer periods. When energy levels are high, it becomes easier to stay engaged in important work and avoid falling into the trap of constant distractions. Another key element in eliminating distractions is self-awareness. Understanding personal patterns of distraction allows for better control over focus and attention. Many people have specific times of the day when they are naturally more productive, while other times are prone to distractions. Identifying these patterns makes it possible to schedule deep work during peak focus hours and reserve less demanding tasks for times when energy levels are lower. Paying attention to what triggers distractions and finding ways to minimize them leads to better time management and increased efficiency. The ability to eliminate distractions is a skill that requires practice and intentional effort. Developing strategies to reduce interruptions, create a structured work environment, and build habits that support deep focus leads to greater productivity and success. Setting clear goals is one of the most fundamental principles of success. Without a clear destination, it is easy to drift through life without making meaningful progress. Many people have dreams, but dreams without specific goals remain just wishes. A goal is a concrete target, a specific outcome that provides direction and purpose. It serves as a guiding force, shaping decisions, priorities, and actions. People who achieve great things do not rely on luck or vague intentions. They define exactly what they want, break it down into actionable steps, and commit to pursuing it with discipline and focus. Clarity is the key to effective goal setting. A goal must be specific and well-defined. Vague aspirations such as "I want to be successful" or "I want to be healthier" do not provide a clear path forward. Success in what? Healthier in what way? Without precision, it becomes difficult to measure progress or determine whether the goal has been achieved. A well-defined goal includes a specific outcome, a deadline, and a plan of action. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," a clear goal would be, "I will lose 15 pounds in the next 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and following a balanced diet." This level of clarity eliminates uncertainty and provides a structured path to follow. Another essential element of goal setting is making goals measurable. If progress cannot be tracked, motivation can fade and it becomes harder to stay committed. A measurable goal allows for regular assessment and adjustments as needed. Tracking progress creates a sense of achievement, reinforcing the commitment to continue working toward the goal. Measurable goals provide motivation by offering small wins along the way, keeping the momentum going. When people see progress, they are more likely to stay dedicated and push through challenges. A goal must also be realistic but challenging. Setting a goal that is too easy does not provide enough motivation or growth. On the other hand, setting a goal that is completely unrealistic can lead to frustration and discouragement. The balance lies in choosing a goal that pushes limits while still being attainable with effort and commitment. The most successful people aim high but also create a structured plan that makes their ambitions achievable. They recognize that growth happens outside of comfort zones, but progress requires consistent strategic action. Writing down goals is a powerful practice that increases commitment and accountability. A goal that exists only in the mind is more likely to be forgotten or ignored. When a goal is written down, it becomes tangible and real. It serves as a constant reminder of what is being pursued and why it matters. Many high achievers use journals, planners, or vision boards to keep their goals visible and reinforce their commitment. This practice also helps in breaking down larger goals into smaller, actionable steps, making them less overwhelming and easier to accomplish. Creating a timeline is another crucial aspect of effective goal setting. Without a deadline, there is no sense of urgency. Many people delay taking action because they believe there is always more time. But without a clear deadline, goals remain in a state of someday, which often turns into never. A deadline creates focus and pressure, motivating action. It turns an abstract desire into a concrete objective that must be achieved within a specific time frame. Successful individuals set both short-term and long-term deadlines, ensuring that progress is made consistently. One of the most overlooked aspects of goal setting is identifying the why behind the goal. A strong reason provides the emotional drive needed to stay committed, even when challenges arise. When people set goals without a deep, meaningful reason, they are more likely to give up when faced with obstacles. But when there is a strong purpose behind a goal, persistence becomes easier. Understanding why a goal matters fuels motivation, strengthens resilience, and keeps the vision alive even during difficult times. Eliminating distractions and focusing on the goal is essential for success. Many people set goals but allow themselves to be pulled in different directions by external influences. Distractions, competing priorities, and lack of focus prevent consistent progress. The most successful individuals learn to say no to anything that does not align with their goals. They eliminate time-wasting activities, limit unnecessary commitments, and create an environment that supports their objectives. Staying focused requires discipline, but it ensures that energy and effort are directed toward what truly matters. Accountability plays a crucial role in achieving goals. When a goal is shared with others, the level of commitment increases. Finding an accountability partner, joining a group with similar objectives, or working with a mentor can provide encouragement and support. Regular check-ins and progress updates help maintain focus and prevent procrastination. Accountability creates an external source of motivation, making it more developing. Self-discipline is one of the most important factors in reclaiming time and creating a successful future. Without discipline, even the best plans and goals remain unfulfilled. Many people have ambition, talent, and intelligence, but without self-discipline, they struggle to stay consistent and follow through on their commitments. Discipline is what bridges the gap between intention and execution. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. Those who master self-discipline gain control over their actions, habits, and ultimately their results. One of the biggest challenges with self-discipline is overcoming the temptation of immediate gratification. The mind naturally seeks comfort and pleasure, often at the expense of long-term success. Whether it is procrastination, unhealthy habits, or distractions, the urge to take the easy path is always present. Successful individuals understand that true achievement requires delaying gratification in favor of long-term rewards. They resist the temptation to take shortcuts or avoid discomfort. Instead, they push themselves to stay committed. Even when motivation fades, self-discipline begins with small, consistent choices. Many people believe that discipline is about making drastic changes overnight. But real discipline is built through daily habits. It is not about relying on willpower alone, but creating systems and routines that make success automatic. Simple actions, like waking up at a consistent time, sticking to a schedule, and eliminating distractions, create a foundation for discipline. Over time, these small habits compound, leading to significant results. The key is consistency, doing the right things repeatedly regardless of how one feels in the moment. One of the best ways to strengthen self-discipline is by creating a structured routine. When the day is planned in advance, it removes the need to constantly make decisions about what to do next. Decision fatigue is a real problem that drains mental energy and leads to poor choices. A well-structured routine eliminates unnecessary decisions and ensures that time is spent productively. Instead of wondering when to work, exercise, or focus on important tasks, everything is scheduled. This structure makes it easier to stay disciplined and reduces the chances of getting off track. Accountability is another powerful tool for developing self-discipline. When people keep their commitments private, it is easy to make excuses and let things slide. But when there is external accountability, the level of commitment increases. Whether it is a mentor, coach, accountability partner, or group, having someone to check in with adds an extra layer of responsibility. Knowing that someone else is watching progress can be a strong motivator to stay on track. Many successful individuals use this strategy to push themselves beyond their comfort zones and maintain discipline even when motivation is low. Eliminating distractions is essential for maintaining self-discipline. The modern world is filled with countless distractions that make it difficult to focus and stay productive. Social media, notifications, television, and endless entertainment options constantly compete for attention. Those who lack discipline often find themselves wasting hours on activities that provide no real value. Successful individuals take control of their environment by minimizing distractions and setting clear boundaries. They turn off notifications, create dedicated workspaces, and establish strict rules for how they spend their time. This level of intentionality helps them stay disciplined and focused on their priorities. Developing mental toughness is a crucial aspect of self-discipline. There will always be days when motivation is low, when tasks feel overwhelming, and when quitting seems like the easiest option. Those who succeed are not the ones who never feel discouraged, but the ones who push through despite those feelings. Mental toughness is the ability to keep going even when things get tough. It is training the mind to embrace discomfort and resist the urge to give up. Every time a difficult task is completed instead of avoided, self-discipline strengthens. Over time, this resilience builds unstoppable momentum toward success. One of the biggest misconceptions about self-discipline is that it requires extreme effort all the time. While discipline does involve pushing past comfort, it also includes knowing when to rest and recharge. Burnout happens when there is no balance between discipline and recovery. Highly disciplined individuals understand the importance of rest, proper nutrition, and self-care. They prioritize sleep, exercise, and relaxation to maintain high levels of energy and focus. This balanced approach allows them to sustain their discipline over the long term without feeling exhausted or overwhelmed. Another key element of self-discipline is setting clear priorities. Many people struggle with discipline because they spread themselves too thin, trying to do too many things at once. Without clear priorities, time and energy are wasted on activities that do not contribute to real progress. Successful individuals identify their most important goals and eliminate anything that does not align with them. They focus their discipline on what truly matters, ensuring that every action brings them closer to their desired future. This clarity makes it easier to stay committed and avoid distractions. The power of habit plays a significant role in self-discipline. When a habit is deeply ingrained, discipline becomes effortless. Instead of constantly fighting the urge to procrastinate or avoid hard work, disciplined individuals build habits that make success automatic. They wake up at the same time every day, follow a structured schedule, and stick to their commitments without having to rely on motivation alone. By consistently reinforcing positive habits, they create a system where discipline is no longer a struggle, it becomes second nature. Taking consistent action is the key to transforming goals into reality. Many people have big dreams and great ideas, but without consistent action, those dreams remain unfulfilled. Success is not built on occasional bursts of effort. It is the result of daily disciplined actions that compound over time. Those who achieve great things understand that progress is not about waiting for the perfect moment or feeling inspired every day. It is about showing up, doing the work, and making steady progress, even when motivation is low. One of the biggest challenges people face is the tendency to procrastinate. There is always a reason to delay action. Waiting for more knowledge, the right opportunity, or better circumstances, but waiting leads to inaction, and inaction leads to stagnation. The most successful individuals do not wait until they feel ready. They take action despite uncertainty. They understand that action creates momentum, and momentum leads to results. Even small steps taken consistently move them forward, building confidence and reinforcing the habit of taking initiative. Consistency is far more powerful than intensity. Many people start with enthusiasm, putting in extreme effort for a short time, only to burn out and abandon their goals. True progress comes from sustained effort over weeks, months, and years. It is not about doing everything at once, but about committing to regular action. A person who exercises for 10 minutes every day will see more results than someone who works out intensely for a few weeks and then stops. The same principle applies to any goal. Writing a little every day leads to a book, saving a small amount regularly leads to financial security, and daily practice leads to mastery in any skill. One of the most effective ways to maintain consistency is by creating a routine. When an action becomes part of a daily habit, it requires less willpower and effort. Instead of relying on motivation, successful individuals design their environment and schedule in a way that makes consistent action automatic. They set aside specific times for important tasks, making them non-negotiable. By removing the need to decide when to act, they eliminate excuses and ensure progress happens daily. Tracking progress is a crucial part of staying consistent. Many people lose motivation because they do not see immediate results. But success is often invisible in the early stages. Tracking progress, even in small increments, provides a sense of achievement and reinforces the commitment to keep going. Whether it is using a journal, an app, or a checklist, measuring progress helps maintain focus and motivation. Seeing how far one has come creates momentum, making it easier to continue taking action. Another key to staying consistent is learning to push through resistance. There will always be days when taking action feels difficult. Challenges, distractions, and setbacks are inevitable. Those who succeed do not allow these obstacles to derail them. They develop the discipline to take action, even when conditions are not ideal. They understand that every time they overcome resistance, they strengthen their ability to stay consistent. By committing to action regardless of circumstances, they build resilience and eliminate the habit of making excuses. Surrounding oneself with the right influences also plays a significant role in maintaining consistency. People are greatly affected by their environment and the individuals they interact with. Being around those who are focused, disciplined, and action-oriented creates an atmosphere of motivation and accountability. On the other hand, spending time with negative, unmotivated people can lead to complacency and stagnation. Successful individuals are intentional about their associations, seeking out mentors, communities, and environments that reinforce their commitment to consistent action. Eliminating distractions is essential for staying on track. Many people struggle with consistency because they allow their time and energy to be drained by unnecessary activities. Social media, entertainment, and trivial tasks can easily consume hours that could be spent on meaningful work. Those who achieve great things set clear boundaries, minimize distractions, and prioritize their most important actions. They recognize that focus is a valuable asset and take deliberate steps to protect it. Self-discipline plays a critical role in maintaining consistent action. It is easy to take action when excitement is high, but true progress comes from staying committed even when enthusiasm fades. Developing self-discipline requires training the mind to prioritize long-term goals over short-term comfort. Those who master this skill understand that consistency is not about feeling motivated every day. It is about making a commitment and sticking to it no matter what. They create habits, set clear goals, and remind themselves daily of their purpose. The ability to adapt is another essential factor in staying consistent. Plans will not always go perfectly, and unexpected challenges will arise. Those who achieve their goals do not allow obstacles to stop them. They adjust their approach and keep moving forward. They understand that flexibility is part of the process. Instead of seeing setbacks as reasons to quit, they view them as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset allows them to stay on track regardless of changing circumstances. That it's likely that the goal will be achieved. Many high achievers use this strategy to stay committed and push through obstacles. Obstacles and setbacks are inevitable on the path to achieving any goal. Many people abandon their goals at the first sign of difficulty, believing that challenges mean failure. But setbacks are a natural part of the process. The most successful individuals do not let obstacles discourage them. Instead, they see them as learning opportunities. They adjust their strategies, refine their approach, and keep moving forward. Resilience and adaptability are critical traits that separate those who succeed from those who quit.